Itai Yonat is a founder and CEO of Intercept 9500, a web intelligence company specializing in identifying, blocking, and recovering from hostile influence campaigns. And Itai serves as an advisor to several government officers around the globe, and is considered one of the world's foremost experts in influence, defense, and cyber attack for influence. So Itai is actually doing the real work in this academic environment, and we'll be happy to hear from you. Please.
Thank you, Irad. Between Irad and my two esteemed colleagues that will come after me, and they are from the academia, they are the real clever guys. I'm just doing, the dirty job. So I'll try to explain what just Irad said about me, my team, my company. We do influence defense, and that's the time when you go, huh? And ask, what the hell is this? So I'll try to explain what is influence and what is influence defense. And this is just the intro to talking about AI, and I have roughly 12 minutes to do it all. So please bear with me, and let's start the sprint. Talking about influence, I hope you're all familiar with influence, economic influence. China is a very good example of that. Belt and Road Initiative. I hope you're familiar with diplomatic influence. Sanctions on Russia is a very good example for that. I hope you are familiar with psychological influence and all the models. This is not what we do. What we do is this: cyber influence. Everything that is going out of this small socket in your wall at home, okay, that's cyber influence because it goes out of the wall, and this is what we do. So that's the part of the influence. Now, why do we need defense? I think that people already know the answer, so I'll not talk too much about it, but A, do we have threat actors? The answer is yes. You have countries. Of course, I wrote Russia, but you can say China and North Korea. And I want to visit China. I don't want them to arrest me, so I also add United States and France and other countries that were caught red-handed running influence campaigns. There are companies. Those of you who search the internet, you'll find an article, Team Jorge, Israeli company. I'm a bit ashamed about that, but they run influence campaigns, pay them several millions. Amazing campaigns. Okay, cyber attacks for influence, thousands of fake users, really, really impressive. So they are the mercenaries, and there are individuals, and with your permission, I will not mention names because then it will become personal. So we have threat actors. Now, do we have attacks? Yes, we have attacks. Hillary Clinton, 2016, everybody knows to talk about that, okay? You had cyber for influence, hack and leak operation, and you had fake users, disinformation, websites. Bright Data is the name of a company, actually one of our clients, and they permitted us to give their names. They have been attacked for the last 5 years by a competitor who is highly aggressive. So if you search the web about Bright Data, you will learn that they are, whoa, orcs, bad people, doing terrible stuff. None of it is true. Nevertheless, that's a hostile influence campaign. It's running on companies, and of course, there are private people being attacked, and then again, I'm not going to mention any name. So we have threat actors, we have attacks, and of course, we have damages. And I hope I don't really need to give you examples for damages from hostile influence campaigns. If you want, after this sprint, we'll talk about it. So I explained influence, I explained defense. But what does it mean? Okay, what's the spheres that we are working in? So cybersecurity, we're in the cyber week, so I need to pay some homage to cybersecurity people. Confidentiality, integrity, availability, cybersecurity talk. There are cyber attacks for influence. Same attack, same technology, same thing. The rationale is to gain influence. So not a hacker that you want some ransom, you're not trying to destroy anything, you want to influence. Again, Hillary Clinton is a very good example. There are many other examples. But unfortunately, this huge universe is just a small rabbit hole in our universe, because we also have social media. Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn and whatever, like Reddit. You can have a very long list. I've just put 4 because there was no more space for that. But that's not enough. We have the web. Everything that goes www. You have blogs, and you have forums, and you have talkbacks in the news pages, and of course you have websites. I've put the website of my own company because I want to push PR. But you have websites of news agencies with fake information, with disinformation. So we call them fake websites, okay, and many others. So that's a huge sphere that we must cover when we're looking for hostile influence campaigns. And last but not least, all those messaging application, because usually campaigns, there are memes over WhatsApp or Line if you're in the Far East, or Telegram if you're more Russian related, or you make the mistake to think that Telegram is more secure than WhatsApp and you migrate to Telegram. So I covered influence, defense, spheres. Very nice. But okay, let's talk about what are we looking for? How does it look like? So I think it was Facebook that invented this great acronym of hostile influence campaigns. And they invented also inauthentic coordinated behavior, and I added the malicious. Inauthentic coordinated behavior, which is not malicious, might be a campaign of Nike with, I don't know, fake users pushing it. So you need it to be malicious in order to be something that you want to deal with. So it should be a campaign. Mind you, a campaign is an effort over time, different spheres, coordinated, sequence, tempo. I launch my cyber attack in order to hack and then move laterally and then exfiltrate the data and then sift through the data to find the juicy stuff and then to leak it. And everything should happen 2 months before elections, because if it's 2 days before elections, it's too late. Okay, so that's a campaign. And then I echo it with an army of fake users and fake websites. So that's the campaign part. Of course, it should generate influence. Otherwise, it's other companies' business, not my company. And hostile, because we are trying to stop the bad guys and not other people. So I'm trying to dive a little bit deeper and explain what are we looking at, because this will explain why AI is so critical. We're looking at the users. Authentic user, not authentic, when was it open, how many tweets per day, fake picture, not fake picture, etc., etc. We look at the network. Is it coordinated network of 10 of thousands fake users? If I'm talking about Chinese campaign, it will be 300,000 users. Everything in China is big. Same goes for the fake campaigns. And of course, I need to look at the content. So that's an NLP for those who are familiar with the language, because A, it helps me to identify those who are lazy. Remember that film of the guy that was saying that they needed to have content and then there were people pushing the content. So the creative team is inventing, I don't know, a slogan, I don't know, make America greater or something like that. And then 10,000 bots needs to echo this. So if they change the sentence, make America bigger, make Australia greater, I don't know, so then it will be more difficult to identify. Usually what happens is that they just copy paste. So you have 10,000 users having an exact same sentence in exact same time. That's a way to find coordination if they are not following followers or tweet, retweet, or this type of relations. And of course, if we want to identify disinformation, we need to look at the content and not at the network. So you need those three, we call them layers of analysis in order to identify those campaigns. And now let's talk about AI. So ancient AI, like that's for archaeology, no one talks like that, are AI inventing pictures. And then the analyst in my company really, he sees a user and he tells me that's a fake. Because he knows how to catch the AI making mistake. Today, AI still makes mistake. Lucky us, not for long. And then, of course, there are the campaigns using those pictures, and because it's AI generated, AI makes some mistake, like using the same picture many times or things like that, and there's a lot of similarity. So that's ancient history. What you see here are pictures from a real analysis we've run for a specific government on a specific case. So you can search the internet. If it wasn't taken down, you'll still find the user and all the rest of them. But modern AI, modern is like 2-3 months ago, right? So archaeology is about a year ago or 2 years ago, and modern like 2 months, and today, and the future. Okay, so you see another analysis that my team have been running. So you can see a website. I'm not sure whether it's still up there, might be. And what you see on the website is videos. And there's a moderator for the website, like a persona, and he's talking. Everything is AI generated. So the text that this user moderator is writing, AI generated. Pictures of the user on the website, AI generated. The videos on the website, AI generated, and the website itself is AI generated. Now, I'm not sure that my 10 years old son can do this, but my 13 years old daughter, I'm pretty sure she can do that. Because you ask, when she's doing her homework, she's using ChatGPT. Don't tell her teachers. So all she needs to do is ask the ChatGPT and those AIs nicely. Build a website for me to run that, and then script the video, and then run the video, and then upload it, and everything is automated. Everything, she doesn't need to do anything. So the thing is that what we have with the AI is unprecedented ease of creation and scalability, and it is getting better by the day. If today my team can still find it, next month I'm not sure, and that's the pace of events. So that's my personal opinion, and I need to finish in a minute. So I will say that us, influence defenders, we're 15 years behind cybersecurity, kill chain, indication of compromise, things like that, we haven't agreed upon yet. The attackers are light years ahead of us, and which is worrying even more. They're running faster than us, so the gap is growing. And last thing about it, this AI is not just an added picture, deep fake, like it has been for the last year. It is disruptive. And why? Because one persona at home can run a campaign which only Russia could execute a year ago. Okay, that's with the scalability and the volume and the capability and the impact are immense, and we can't identify them. So this is my optimistic view in order to finish this talk. It's not just attacks and damages on societies like, okay, so Hillary Clinton lost and we got Trump. I don't know, there's those who think that was better or worse, debatable. And it's not that the company is going to suffer. It's our society being teared down and apart by this. You think that I'm exaggerating? Please relocate to Israel, live our last 3 months. I'll be very happy to show you the campaign that Russia is running here, Iran is running here, local politicians are running here, and this is exactly what is happening to us. So I'll finish with this optimistic picture and let my esteemed colleague to take my place.